I love pork tenderloin. In today's episode of the Silly Barbecue series, I'm going to attempt to cook a pork tenderloin. I love pork tenderloin. I love doing it in the oven. I have never done it on a barbecue. I know, weird, right? Okay, so I need a little bit of help, and I have asked my friends Maddie and Kiki to give me a few tips on what I need to do to make this pork tenderloin really good.
Hey Sylvia! Thank you for asking about our expertise when it comes to grilling. But girl, we know that you already have expertise when it comes to grilling.
But we have some important tips to offer you when it comes to cooking the perfect pork tenderloin on the barbecue.
Okay, step number 1. Liberally season your meat. Meat loves seasoning, so don't be afraid to get right in there and season heavily.
Ooh, good tip.
And the next one is a super simple one, but it's one that a lot of people overlook. Make sure that you properly preheat your grill. We always recommend 10 to 11 minutes.
And that's what's going to give you those great grill marks and make sure that the pork tenderloin isn't going to stick to the grill. And you want to make sure that you're investing in a good barbecue thermometer. That's what's going to help you cook the pork tenderloin to a perfect 145-degree internal temperature.
Yes.
You don't want to rush the rest period. And finally, after slicing, you re-season once again. And here's where you want to break up the very fancy salt. So something like a smoked Maldon salt or a herb sea salt.
But Sylvia, we know, you already know those steps. We know that your pork tenderloin is going to come out super tasty.
Grill on, girl.
Here we go. With Maddie and Kiki's advice, I am going to season my tenderloin with a mix of seasoning that I just created. So a little bit of garlic powder, some Cajun spices, and a little bit of chili powder in there as well. I'm working really hard to make sure that I rub in this seasoning thoroughly and on the entire pork tenderloin. During this time, my grill is heating up and I'm giving it at least that 10-15 minutes for it to warm up because I am following the instructions as best as I can. I have put the pork tenderloin on the barbecue and then I have flipped the pork tenderloin on the barbecue. Now it has been, I think, 13 minutes or so. I should have put a timer on since I'm kind of new at this, but I didn't. So let's have a look and see if we're ready. She looks good. So I did check the clock and it was actually 16 minutes that the pork tenderloin was on the grill, and after letting it rest for another 5 minutes, I cut into it. Okay, so I'm pleasantly surprised that without a meat thermometer and just kind of timing it out and doing it for my first time, it looks pretty solid. I'm gonna do a taste test just to make sure, because that's really the ultimate, I think, deciding factor. The ultimate, did I do it right? Does it taste good? Okay, here we go. What piece should I have? The bum piece? Oh. That is very moist. Maddie and Kiki, you guys know what you're doing. I'm just trying. And so far, this is my favorite barbecue cook. You're not supposed to lick your fingers, but I'm gonna eat this whole thing, so it's okay. Now, actually, I do remember Maddie and Kiki telling me that after the pork is cooked, we can add a really nice salt, and I actually have a really cool wild garlic flaky salt that I'm gonna add onto my pork tenderloin that came off the barbecue. Thank you so much for watching the Silly Barbecue series. I got this one right. Yay! I'm gonna go eat before it gets cold because it's still a little chilly where I am. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you want to hang out with me again. Till next time.